Hey guys, Caitlin here. So I wanted to do a review for you, and this one is on boamaster and a quick little snippet on animal plastics. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're probably not into the reptile world, or you've just never heard of them. But I am getting into breeding BCI boas, ball pythons, crested geckos, and uromastyx. So I impulse bought a bunch and just put them into, like, my crested geckos all went into 66 quart tubs. My boas I got after I got these, and then my ball pythons I actually bought aquariums for. Then I started joining all the groups and finding all the things that I was doing wrong because I decided to impulse things. Divorce happened. I was looking for ways to make money. I have owned reptiles all of my life, and that's a whole other story, but just a snippet. I was allowed to buy whatever I wanted as far as reptiles goes, but I never actually had to learn about them. So I took what pet stores and such gave me and ran with it. Now that I'm older, joined all these groups and realized what I was doing wrong, I have changed the husbandry. Anyways, so I had all these animals in crap cages and I wanted to upgrade. So we had gotten taxes and I had a bunch of money from my other two businesses that I own and I wanted to splurge. So I asked in a bunch of groups. Every single person that contacted me said, do not get boa masters, ever, 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 except for two people. And so I guess not every person, but most people said not to. Everybody recommended animal plastics. So I went ahead, and because everyone was saying animal plastics, I ordered one. I ordered a 6 rack tub rack system for my 6 ball pythons that I had. They're all 2020 hatchlings, so I figured get the juvenile to large racks. I did that. I waited 7 months for that damn thing to show up. 7 months. I finally got it. It was PVC. It was a rack system. I bought the tubs from another company, the one that they specifically said on their website to buy. I ordered 6 of the tubs. It only came with 5 lids, but I didn't need the lids anyways, but I was pretty bummed that I didn't get the last lid. And, sorry, I thought someone was knocking. It was an animal. Anyways, so the tubs had a little notch on the bottom corners of them. So once I finally got this rack system and I would slide them in, those little nubs on the bottom would catch on everything, because when you put the racks in, there's a gap at the back that indents for the heat mat or the heat tape, and it would catch on that. So anytime you tried to pull it out, you would scare the snake, you would spill the water, and it was just a pain in the butt. And I got the one that's open on the side, so it's just 4 back corners, and then the middle is all hollow, so you can see into the cages, which was really nice. But when you slide the cages in, they try to turn to go out. So it was just a pain. I had it for less than 4 weeks before I sold it. And the dude drove 4 hours to get it, and he traded me for a leopard something het pied ball python. She's gorgeous and has amazing green eyes. So anyways, so I decided to go with boa masters. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all of my cages, and I hope you guys like them. I'll give you some pros and cons of everything while I talk, but I am going to be moving around my bedroom because they're all in my bedroom so that I can show you. So let's check them out. Okay, so first things first is I ordered these 4. These 4 are 4 foot long, 2 foot wide, 14 inches high. I bought these because my BCIs, he is a 2020, she is a 2019, so they work for them for right now. And then in the middle, I have 2 uromastyx. So the cages are still getting assembled and everything. And as you can see, this one gets dusty because she likes to dig a lot. So that's kind of a con, but it was going to be a con with anything I did for her. So anyways, these 4 got here within 9 days. 9 days from the day I ordered them to the day they showed up on my door. And I was super shocked and super impressed with how fast they got, because I had just waited 7 months for an animal plastics enclosure, which was crap. And at this time, it wasn't even here yet. We were going on like 5 months, I believe. So anyways, so I got them. Assembly was super, super easy. I did pay extra to have the drop down doors. So there's 3 of these locks. They just turn and then it opens. The one bad thing about these is when you go to shut them, they don't always want to shut, so you just have to push on the inside of it to get it to close. That to me isn't that big of a deal, and they are closed. And only both of my BCIs do that. The 2 Euros do not do that. So it's only the 2 cages. So I did pay extra for those, and then I did pay extra to have the UVB light and this fixture for this light here sent to me. Now, I will say that I was kind of bummed that they didn't drill any holes for them. They just threw them in the box, and it's up to you to figure out where they go and where you want them. Pros and cons on that. Luckily, my ex-husband works in construction and measuring and figuring out where everything goes, so he just did that for me. The cages took under 12 minutes to assemble each for these guys. Super easy. There are instructions. Everybody in the comments on all these posts kept saying the instructions are useless. They had to YouTube it. You didn't need the instructions, like, at all. If you have ever used Legos, if you have ever assembled a bed, a couch, a dresser, if you've assembled anything, you can assemble these without instructions. But better instructions would have been helpful for those who need it. But I didn't need any instructions for this. The sizing, literally the different shapes, I'll show you in a minute, because I got some extra pieces. Their packaging could be better. Their packaging wasn't very good. And if you read on their website, they do not offer refunds for broken things. You have to go through the shipping company. So here's the issue with that. I got these within 9 days, and they did not even update that it had shipped. Like, even right now, it's been months later. I think I got these ones in February or March of 2021. It is now June 20th, 2021. It still says these are being made right now. All of my cages. They don't tell you who they're shipped from. The one that delivered these was a white van. There was nothing written on the side or anything. They just dropped them off and left. So I wouldn't have even known who to contact. The only issue is they all came with these, and 2 of them broke. I do have tape on both sides so she doesn't tape herself to it. 2 of them broke. That was the only issue with those as far as damages go. And then one of them, this side piece was the wrong size. So I was not able to put this 4th one together because this piece was the wrong size. So I contacted him. Super friendly guy, super fast to respond. So he responds within 24 hours. Everybody kept saying he never responds. He responded to me super fast. But it did get to the point that we were going back and forth through all of these orders that finally he's like, just text me. So he gave me his phone number and I was able to text him. His phone number is on the website. You can easily just text instead of email. It is his cell phone, so he should respond really fast, assuming he's awake and free. So he sent out, I just needed 1. This side was good. The other side was not. So I just needed 1. And he sent me 2. So you can see these side pieces have this gap on the side, whereas other pieces have a hole on them. So, I mean, they're super self-explanatory to figure out, like this. Some have this, some have this, and then some have this part out so that they fit into that. So anyways, I only needed 1, he sent me 2. So, no big deal. I just have an extra 1. Well, now I have 2 because 1's a different size. So I have 2, 1 of each size. So these arrived, like I said, in 9 days. So I went ahead and I ordered more because that was super fast and I loved it. So then I ordered 6 2x2x2s. I'm going to show you those last because they're my favorite and I love how I did them. But I ordered 6 2x2x2s. Lead time jumped up from 1 to 2 weeks to 3 to 4 weeks. So at the end of 4 weeks, I was like, okay, let's see if they're shipping. Because I was going to leave for a little bit and I didn't want them to be left outside and get stolen. Because I didn't know how long I would be gone. I had 2 kids break both of their arms, well, each one broke an arm. And I was doing doctor visits and had to go all the way to Children's Hospital up in Seattle. So it was drama. So he's like, they'll be shipped out in a week. So that brought us to 5 weeks. At the end of 5 weeks, I emailed him and I said, hey, where are they? Didn't get them. He said the end of next week. So we're at 6 weeks. At the end of 6 weeks, I ordered these ones and I put a 5-day rush on them because I emailed him and he said they will go out on Monday, which would have been 6 weeks, 3 days. So I put a rush on these to get done in 5 days so that hopefully they would all ship around the same time. I got these guys 11 days. they shipped within 5, but it took 5 or 6 days to get to me. That included a weekend. So I got those in 11 days. I assembled them super quick and easy, though the instructions didn't even tell me what to do with these. I thought the glass went on the inside. So as you can see, this glass is different. I did not pay extra to have the glass because I was splitting these up, the boys on this side, the girls on this side. And I didn't want to open the whole thing for them both. So these are the basic doors that you get. I had stuck them on the inside, which you're not supposed to do. I emailed him. He told me they go on the outside. I put them on the outside, super easy. I did buy the divider here so that I could divide girls and boys. So again, we did have some drama with that one. So these cages showed up. That's why they're so bare, is I just got these cages. These just showed up about a week ago. And they're so bare because I've been dealing with, no, it's been about 2 weeks. I've been dealing with the divider. So the first set of dividers that came with it, I ordered 3 dividers. So I have 3 of these now. They were too long. So they were too long to fit. I could have cut them down, but I don't have the tools to do that. So I emailed them. I was like, hey, they're too long. How do these fit? Because I thought maybe they go diagonal. Because if I put them in diagonally, they do fit. But I was like, maybe, I don't think that's how they're supposed to go. So he's like, okay, I'll send out new ones. So he sent me out new ones. This time, they fit, but they were too short. So I emailed him again, and I said, hey, this time they fit, but they're too short to fit in my cages. And he goes, okay, this time I'm just going to do it myself. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to cut them myself for you to make sure that they fit. So he sent me the new ones, and I told him to just wait, because at this point, I had gotten the 2x2x2s, and I was missing a piece. So I told him, I was like, okay, I got 4 of them in, and I was missing 1 piece. So I was like, hey, don't ship them out yet, because I'm missing a piece, so that way you could ship everything together. And he said, okay. So I got the other 2, and the missing piece had gotten mixed up. So the piece I had went to the other one, and the other one went to mine. So all the pieces were there. So I emailed him. I was like, okay, they're all here. Go ahead and send those. So he sent them, and they fit. But within 5 minutes, my snakes were all in the same cage again. So the issue is, here, let me flip this around. The issue is there is a gap. Now, it doesn't appear to be a very big gap, but it is big enough that Miss Lexi and Mr. Juju here, oh, I can't turn the flash on. She is my biggest, she's underneath. This is Juju up front. She's underneath. She is my biggest ball python, my fattest anyways. She's actually a late 2019. Even she can fit through there. So they can fit through this gap here. So I didn't want to email him because I was like, dude, I have already complained so much about my orders, and not so much complaint, but I didn't want to be that customer. I own 3 businesses. I did not want to be a pain in the butt. So I figured my ex-husband works in construction. He can help me with these extra pieces. He can help me figure it out a way. So whatever. So then, when I went and got these 6 that I'm about to show you put up and together, I went and emailed him pictures of everything because he says, email us pics. We want to see how everything looks. I did go ahead and mention this. His reasoning behind it is he says that too many people were having issues, I guess, when they went all the way to the glass. They were having issues opening and closing the glass. So he made them shorter like this. So I understand that, but I wish that was written on the email or on the website, because I wouldn't have bought them if that was the case. And then I wouldn't have had all these emails back and forth and him sending me extra pieces. So he's lost money on this because he's paid the shipping and everything and to recut them. And the product, now I mean, I could probably make like 3 cages out of all these. So I feel kind of bad about that. But he said when I order my next cages, because I told him I'll be back because I love his stuff. He's like, when you order more, just let me know how many you need. I will cut them how I normally cut them so the snakes can't get through, and I'll send them to you for free. I don't know if I'm going to do it because I feel really bad because now I've got 3 more that I have. So, but we'll see. So anyways, rambling here. Then it brings me to the 6 2x2x2s. I did not realize how big 2x2x2 actually is. So I know I could have gotten a ruler, but I mean, I'm 5'9", so you know, they're pretty tall. Yeah, you can see my room reflecting the background. It's a little messy, but I have spent all weekend. Today is Father's Day. I've spent all weekend assembling these, and I am in love with how they turned out. I will have a clip at the end, as well as a clip of me assembling one of these cages so you can get an idea on how it is at the end. So I'm not going to go into detail showing you these, but I will go ahead and just give you a quick peek. I don't know why I didn't turn the lights off, but I like that the lights, I can change through all the colors. I've got stars on the top of all of them that all glow. I did a green matte, that's grass, for them, a little texture on the side. All the butterflies and the dragonflies glow as well. And I just pimped them out. I absolutely love how these turned out. Since I just did it yesterday, everyone's still hiding. You can see, yeah, there's my messy bed. You can see I'm washing laundry, so don't judge me, okay? You can see Poppy here on the side there, and I think everyone else is hiding. But I simply love how these turned out, and they all glow, and they are super fun. They hold humidity super well. They are just simply amazing. Absolutely love them. And then they did come with, for some reason they sent me these, 2 of them. Not really sure why they sent me this itself, but I mean, I could cut that off and still use it. But all these cutouts, he sent me all these pieces as well of the cutouts. I just don't think I have them in here. I thought oh yeah. So he sent me a bunch of these, way more than I need. And they go on the sides of the cage, and then you can use them to put sticks or bamboo or whatnot in them. So, a bunch of those. Each one of these cages probably took 24 to 30 screws, I want to say, give or take. They are a square. I don't know the proper term for the screw, but they are a square screw. Hold on, I have one. So, if you can see that, which was kind of a pain because I didn't have a screwdriver for it, but thankfully my ex-husband did, so I just had to wait for him. And then I was able to assemble, so it was super fast and easy. It was just kind of a pain. That was the biggest thing. Now, I will say, after having all of these cages, I still have over 100 screws left over. They send you way more screws than you need, which is cool, because you'll always need, what household doesn't need screws? It's like pens. You always need them. So it's kind of cool. They sent a ton of extra, like it was no big deal to them. Oh, and then this cage actually did get damaged in shipping, right here. It's cut all the way through. But because there's so many screws on both sides, and there's even screws right here, I think they're like right here, right in there and right there, I wasn't too worried about it, so I didn't bother saying anything. Other than that, just a couple dings and scratches on them, but nothing too noticeable. I just put those sides to the back, and it's no big deal. So overall, absolutely love boamasters. I don't know why people say don't use them. They are freaking amazing. So, I think that's all. I know there was something else I was going to say, so check the description box because I may have forgotten a few things. But now enjoy the video of me putting it together, and then check out at the end. I'm telling you, they look cool from right there, but they are way cool. I have all the doors off, and I show, it's only 47 minutes, or seconds, sorry, 47 seconds of me showing all the cages, and you can see the detail in them all. And then I'll show a picture at the end of them in the dark. So it's pretty cool. I dim all the lights as dark as they'll go for them. And I could just sit on my bed when it's made and clean. And I just absolutely love watching, because everything in here, for the most part, is nocturnal. So it's really fun to just sit and listen to everybody call each other and make their little noises and walk around, eat their bugs. It's really awesome. So I will have my Instagram and my Facebook down below. I'm actually banned from Facebook for 3 days for a hate speech because I said something to the effect of women can be trashy like men too when it comes to dating, cheating. I got banned for that, so I will be back on Tuesday, but check out my Facebook and my Instagram, and yeah, it's where I post all my animals and stuff. I'm not a professional photo taker, and it's usually just in the yard or a quick pic because they move so fast, but check them out. And then when I get to breeding, you can see I actually have 6 eggs here. 2 should hatch in the next 10 to 12 days, and then I've got a couple more in there that are coming from my beautiful black and white. Is he I believe he's a Harlequin, partial pinstripe. He's black and white. He's the dad. He's a huge head. He's amazing. And then I should have chosen the pairing better, but I was really excited because I love these two geckos, personality-wise. I bred him to a super Dalmatian. It's going to be some weird babies, but we'll see what happens because, you know, geckos throw what they throw. And she's a gorgeous super Dalmatian. So I actually got a super Dalmatian from Altitude Exotics, who is awesome, that I'll breed to her next season. So lots of super Dals, and he has some red spots, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Boa Masters. If there's anything you like or dislike, or if you have any questions or anything, let me know. This isn't the best video, but oh, here, I'll show you all of them. But yeah, my room isn't the cleanest, but I have 5 kids, and I've been assembling cages and decorating them. So, there you go. That is all of them, and I will see you later, guys. Bye. Okay, so here we are snapping all the pieces together. They literally fit right into spots. The lid snaps on. Make sure to put all the pieces together. Then you can start screwing them all in. Really, it took 9 minutes and 12 seconds for me to assemble this start to finish. So you're just going to see me screw in all these screws. It's kind of a pain, especially when you order 6 at a time, but I promise it's really actually seriously so fun putting these together. Spin it around, get the other side, make sure you get them all. Then you're going to have to flip it over and get the bottom ones as well. Seriously, the easiest stuff. I should have worn better clothes that let me move easier because you get hot and sweaty doing this. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Almost done with those. Then we can set it up, and then the glass or the plexiglass comes with paper over the top. Just peel the paper. And then for the strips, you put the fatter strip on the top, the smaller strip on the bottom, insert the glass, put the top in, then the bottom. The things I'm putting on there, those will just hold the second shelf, so you can put the second one right on top. It snaps right in, and you're good to go. And now, here's our dinosaur cage, totally complete. This is Vision's cage. He is a super Dalmatian, and he is awesome. Glowing stars. Next up is Bellamy's cage. Not totally done. He needs some in the back still, and on that other pool noodle, and his is gnomes. Then we have Rebel, the last boy. His is all Indian themed. I'm kind of bummed the Indians are a little hostile, but we want an Indian in the cupboard theme, so hopefully I can find some nice Indians to mix in there. Newly divorced, I wanted a fun romantic scene, so that's our fairy garden with the romance. And then we've got, this is Fairies. There are 10 fairies in there, and they're absolutely amazing, trying to find them all. And then last but not least, we have one more gnome cage, a little bit different than the last, and it's super awesome. And look how fun these were. Just a little over $100 to do them all.